how to write in box. Till pay we have finished last time. Now we are going to start today with cope. Now you will find there are two S sound. Samek also gives yes sound. So therefore, cope is transliterated as actually it gives TZ or TS sound. TS or TZ sound. In Hebrew, modern Hebrew, it gives TZ sound or Sebaot, means armies or the Lord of hosts. If we have to say this word in Hebrew, we'll say Yahweh Sebaot in biblical pronunciation. But in modern pronunciation, Yahweh Tazwaot. They will give Z sound, TZ sound. But now actually I have not written here, but it we are going to translate it to TS sound. It gives, actually it gives yes sound only. So cope numeric value is 90 and English transliteration is under S there is dot. Under S there is a dot. So that's how you have to remember that whenever S is there and under it is there is dot in English transliteration, then it is. Just give me 1 minute. Something. Uh, Give me just 1 minute. There is one correction. Actually, while copying it down, that sequence is somehow changed. So please excuse me. I will again show the slide. Okay. So cope. Actually, the word cope is translated into Q. Q in Quran. And we can translate it as queen also. Q in Quran or queen. That sound, TS sound, which I was speaking was sade, not ko. So please make this correction. If you are taking the note, this ko transliteration is Q. In modern Hebrew, they will transliterate as K. Instead of Q, they will transliterate as K. So please note this differentiation because the Hebrew word used for holy is kadosh, and it begins with kope. But in modern Hebrew songs and in modern transliteration, you will see the transliteration as kadosh. They use K instead of Q. So remember, in biblical Hebrew, the kope's transliteration is Q, not K. And if you'll see here, Quran, the word Quran, it begins with Arabic kope. Arabic kope, and that is word is QUR apostrophe and then AN. So that apostrophe is Arabic ayn is used there. So I will not go in detail, but remember that the transliteration of Q, cope is Q in Quran or in Queen. The next alphabet is Resh. It is a very simple alphabet. Its transliteration is R in rot. And it is having the numeric value 100. It is having the numeric value as 100. Now, the alphabet which I was talking about was Sade. Was Sade. and it gives TS sound or yes sound. It gives TS sound or yes sound, like in TZ or TS sound in bats. So remember that the word sade, it gives TS sound in biblical Hebrew and TZ sound in modern Hebrew. Then next alphabet is Shin. Now properly understand the differentiation between Sin and Shin. Now if you see the red color Shin and the dot is at left hand side, that dot is there, then it is SIN, sin. SIN, sin. But if you see the black color consonant Shin, if dot is at the right hand side, then it is SH sound in Shin. Getting? Left hand side is yes in Sin, and right hand side is SH in Shin. Now, English transliteration, if you see SIN, sin, if it is sin, then there is one accent mark on that red S. You'll see the accent mark on that red yes. And if it is shin, then there is circumflex on yes. There is a circumflex on yes. The English transliteration is that. So red color alphabet shin, it will give S sound, and that black color alphabet where the dot is at the right hand side, it will give SH sound, shin, like SH in shin, and red color is S in shin. So total, if you see total, you will find three S sound. First is Samek. Then we have seen in Sade also gives yes sound. Sade also gives yes sound, and this Sin also gives yes sound. So total there are three sibilants, three S sound you will find here. Okay. Now last alphabet is Tau. There are total two T sounds. Total two T sounds. We have seen that teth, under teth, if we see that under T there is a dot, that indicates that is not tau, but it is teth. And if there is no dot, simple T sound, then it is last alphabet, that is tau, like T in tot. If there is dagesh in tau, then it gives T sound. Also, for this red color, if you see, it gives in between sound of T and TH. It is thou. It gives thou sound, but as for now, we are going to translate it into it gives T sound only. Like red color, sometime it gives TH sound in theory, and that black color alphabet, it gives T sound in tot. Okay, final letter. Whenever you write a word, and if this 5 consonant comes at the end, then you have to write the final form, that is Sofit form. We have seen that Kap is having Sofit form or a final form, and that is called Kap Sofit. Kap and Kap Sofit. Then Mem, consonant Mem and Mem Sofit. then Noon and Noon Sofit, and Pay and Pay Sofit, and last we are going to see in box how to write it, Sade and Sade Sofit. Okay. Once again, transliteration we are going to see only. Aleph, it is silent letter. It is like a apostrophe. Then Bet and Wet, B in bat, V in vat. Then Gimel, it gives G sound only, G in got. Then Dalet, it gives D sound in dot. Hey, it gives H sound in hot. Then Wow, it gives W sound in wow. Then Zain, it gives Z sound in zot. Then Keth, it gives CH sound in Bach. Teth, under Teth there is a dot. So there is differentiation between Teth and Tau. If you will find in English transliteration there is dot under T, then it is not Tau, but it is Teth. So it gives transliteration T in tot. And 10th alphabet Yod, it gives Y transliteration in yes. Kap, Kap and Kap, it gives K in kit. Lamed gives Yal in lot. Mem gives Yum in mat. Nun gives N in not. Samek gives yes in sat. Now remember that there are three S sound. So first is this Samek. Then Ein is a silent letter. It is reverse apostrophe. Then Pe, if you put Dagesh, then P in pat. If no Dagesh, then F in fat or PH in phone. Cope, it gives transliteration as Q, not K. Q in Quran or Q in Queen. Resh, Resh, it is R in rot. Just give me 1 minute. Actually, under S, this is second S sound. If we see, that is TS, but it gives TS sound in biblical Hebrew. And under S, you will find a dot. You'll find a dot. You will find under S, there is dot. Brother Nitin, can you see the dot under S?
Yes, brother. Yes.
Okay. So that is dot under S. If we see the Samek, Samek gives a clear S sound, clear S sound. But whereas Sade, we put dot under S, so it is distinguish. This is how we can distinguish between Samek and Sade. It gives TS sound. Actually, it gives TS sound, but that is also we can say it is yes sound only, but it is different yes sound. Like I have shown you the name, the Lord of the armies. So for armies or Lord of host, for host, the Hebrew word used is Sebaoth. Sebaoth. So that thus, thus sound is in, it gives Sade. Sade gives thus sound. Then for sin, S-I-N, sin, you will see there is a dot at left hand side. If there is dot at the left hand side, then it is S in sin. S in sin. And if there is dot on the right hand side, then that is SH in shin. And English transliteration, we can see that there is accent on S, and for shin there is circumflex. And last alphabet is tau. Tau. One thing I want to clear here, that whether that is whenever there are tau, you will see dagesh in it or without dagesh in it. While pronunciation there is a little difference, but while saying the alphabet, you have to say tau only. You have to say tau only. Like if I write vet, when I have to pronounce, I will pronounce it as vet. Vet, V-E-T-H, vet. But it is actually the original alphabet is bet. So you have to say bet only. But while pronunciation, you have to make this difference. Once again, I'm telling you about the final letter that is called Sophith. Sophith, the word Sophith means final form. Kaf is having final form. Mem is having final form. Noon is having final form. Pe is having final form. And Sade is having final form. Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes, brother.
Okay. So last time we have seen the alphabet till Ain. We have seen the alphabet till Ain. Today, not Ain, I think we have seen till Pe. Till Pe. But no worries. I will show you how to write from Kaf. Okay. I will start from Kaf. This is Kaf. Just for revision, I am taking this. Then if you have to write the final form Kaf Sophith, then the line will go down the box. Line will go down the box. Then we have seen about the Lamed. We have seen that it starts from here, then it goes to here, and it comes in the middle of the box. So this is how Lamed is written. Then how to write Mem. From left bottom, we'll start. So this is how the consonant Mem is written. And the Mem Sophith, we have seen that from this side you start, then this bottom should be right angle. Bottom should be right angle. Then this side, if you do little curve, no problem. But this bottom should be right angle because there is a confusing letter called Samek. If you round it, then it will become Samek. So this is Mem Sofit. Mem Sofit. Next alphabet we have seen is Noon. Noon. And simply, if you have to write the final form of the Noon, then the line will go down the box. The line will go down the box. About the Samek, we have seen that you have to start from here, then make sure that this ledge is there, this portion is there, and don't make it right angle, otherwise it will be Mem Sofit. Then we have seen how to write Ain. So this is how we have to write Ain. Next is Pay. This is how you have to write Pay. If you give dot, then it is Pay, and if you remove the dot, then it is PH in phone or F in hat. And how to write Sofit form? Make sure the line goes below the box. Line goes below the box. Okay. Till Pay, we have seen, I think so. Am I correct, brother?
Yes, brother.
Till Pay, we have seen. Now we are going to see the 18th alphabet, that is Sade. Sade is having a numeric value as 90. So how to write Sade? Sade is also having the final form, that is called Sade Sofit. So how to write the consonant Sade and the Sade Sofit, that I am going to show you. Sade. Now for writing Sade, start from the left upper corner. Once again, I will show you. What I will do, I will do the bigger. So see how Sade is written. Start from the left upper corner. And then give here one ledge. Sometimes you will find this written like this. Like this you will find, no problem. But make sure that you do this like this curve we have to write. This is Sade. I think everyone has written. So I will show you how to write a Sade Sofit. Sade Sofit is very easy. It is like a Y shape. So you start from here. It is a Sade Sofit. Make sure that this line joins. It is a Sade Sofit. Sade Sofit. And remember how to remember Sade. Under S there is a dot. If you see the dot under S, it is Sade. If no dot, then it is Samik. So this is Sade Sofit. Now, next alphabet is Kop. How to write Kop? I will show you. Make sure that you start from here and let the line go below the box. Let the line go below the box, and then you put a little gap over here and make sure that it I will show you again. Start from here, let the line go below the box, and then make sure that it connects at the end. This is Kop. It gives transliteration as Q. We have seen Q in Quran or Q in Quike. Also Q in Queen. It gives Q sound. Like in Hebrew, the word used for holy is kadosh. It starts with Kop. It starts with Kop. Then next alphabet, that is 20th alphabet, is Resh. You start from here. It is like this, Resh. After Kop is Resh. Resh gives transliteration as R. R. Next alphabet is Sin and Shin. In ancient Phoenician language, if we see that Shin and Sin, actually it is counted as one consonant only. One consonant. Only the dot, whether it is at right or whether it is at left, will give you a little distinguishing sound now. But in ancient time, it was counted as one consonant only. So how to write Shin and Shin? Start from upper left. At the bottom, it is curve. It is like a curve. Then from here, make sure that the line comes at the middle. Line comes at the middle. So it is very easy. Don't get confused. If the dot is at the left hand side, then it is S in sin. If I remove this dot, if I put this dot at the right hand side, it is just a dot. If I put the dot at the right hand side, then it is shin, SHIN. It gives SH sound, shin. In Phoenician language, actually the shin means teeth, two front teeth. And the shape of this shin is like two front teeth. Once again, I will tell you, if there is dot at the left hand side, then it is S in sin. If I remove this dot, if I put the dot at the right hand side, then that is SH in shin. This is the 21st alphabet. Now last alphabet, that is 22nd alphabet. There are total 22 alphabet in Hebrew alphabet, and the last alphabet we are going to see is Tau. Tau. Now how to write Tau? You know how to write Ket? Just give me a minute. So write Ket. And after writing Ket, you have to give a little ledge over here. That is Tau. That is Tau. That upside line, upper line is joined. There is no gap in between that line. It is like Ket only. So what is different between Ket and Tau? There is ledge. One ledge is there to Tau. If you are having the printed workbook, please go to the exercise number 1. Go to exercise number 1. I'm going to show you now, just for 5 to 10 minutes, how to solve this exercise number 1. You have to write your name in that box. We are not given you registered number, so we'll give you registered number. So at that time you write that box, but now put that box empty. Then explain the importance of studying biblical Hebrew. We are now today in 5th session. Till now you would have known why we are learning biblical Hebrew. So 2-3 lines as per your understanding, why you are learning biblical Hebrew. As in first sessions, we have seen that because it is a heavenly language, or this is the language Yahweh Elohim used to spoke with his servants. And this is the language which is in which the Tanakh is written originally. So you can give your reason. You can explain your reason why you are learning biblical Hebrew. Then what is the origin for the term Shemite? You know that Noah has three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So the descendant of Shem, which is called Eber, they spoke this language. Therefore, the language is called Shemite. And there are total around 70 Semitic languages. So out of that, only 5 languages you have to. If you write name also from reading the workbook, chapter 1 you read, and it will be very good if you can briefly write 1 or 2 line of each language. And if you are not understanding the other languages or what to write, only name also if you will write, it is enough. But my suggestion is that you write at least 1 or 2 word, 1 or 2 sentences of each language, because that's how I have solved. Then question D is write the alphabet 5 times in a spaces provided below. Follow these guidelines for each of the 22 Hebrew letters exactly as written in the boxes in chapter 1 of the textbook. Repeat aloud the name of each letter as you write it. Along with this, you have to take that PDF file, download that PDF file which I have put in a WhatsApp group. So download that PDF file, because that in that boxes are little bigger. So in that boxes, all the 22 alphabets you have to write with final form. With final form. And here you have to write 5 times. And how to write 5 times? When you are writing for 1 time, start from Aleph and end with Tau. Don't write Aleph, 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 Aleph. Don't do like this. And in order to get the alphabet, means serially, if you want to learn, then practice the alphabet song. Once if you learn alphabet song, it will be permanently remembered in your memory, and you will not forget it. Learn the alphabet song, and it will be very helpful to you. So you should write from Aleph to Tau, and then start again writing from Aleph. And you have to, while writing, you have to read loudly. Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey. So like that, you have to read loudly. Now, about this, I will just show you one slide. Which letters sometimes have dot called dagesh. So that is Begat Kefat letter, which I have spoken, and I will show you the slide. So it will be very clear to you. Now, which letters have different from when they occur at the end of the word? Write the Hebrew letter. I have shown you 5 alphabets or 5 consonant which have a different form at the end, which have a different form at the end, and that also I will show you. And next question is, which letter, both regular and final, extend either above or below the line of writing? Write the Hebrew letter. There are total 6 alphabet, which go above the box, which line go above the box or below the box. That also I will show you. Then distinguish carefully between the letters which have similar forms. For example, first, this is Beth and Kaf. You have to write here Beth and Kaf. Then this is Gimel and Noon. So write here Gimel and Noon. After 5 minutes, I will come to this exercise once again, but to make you very clear. Okay, say after me. Aleph, Bet, Vet, Gimel, Dalet, He, Waw, Zain, Chet, Tet, Yod, Kaf, and Kaf Sofit. Lamed, Mem, Mem Sofit. Noon, Noon Sofit. Samek, Ain, Pe and Pe Sofit. Sade, Sade Sofit. Kop, Resh, Seen and Sheen, and Tau. Okay. As if I am giving you answers, letter that have final forms, Sofit, that is called Sofit, when they appear at the end of the word. Now, these are the 5 letters which have Sofit form or the final form when they appear at the end of the word. That is, first is Kaf. Next one is Mem. Then Noon, Pe, and Sade. Now, please remember the question. How the question is asked. Letter that have final form or Sofit when they appear at the end of the word. So you have to write consonant, not final form. Remember, they have asked letter, not final form. Then Hebrew letter sometimes have dot called dagesh. That is Begat Kefat. Begat Kefat letter. These are the 6 letter. How to remember them? Just you have to remember one word, that is Begat Kefat. Repeat after me. Begat Kefat. Begat Kefat. So question asked here is Hebrew letters sometimes have dot called dagesh. So you have to write the spirant letter, this letter, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Ke, Pe, and Tau. These are the 6 letter which receives dagesh in their bosom when they begin the syllable, when they begin the word, or when they in between, if there is a change in syllable, if there is a another syllable in the same word. So as on now, you just remember one thing, that these are the 6 letter which receives dagesh or a dot in their bosom. Here I have shown you dagesh. All these 6 letter, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Kaf, Pe, and Tau. These are the 6 letter which receives dagesh in their bosom. You can repeat the sentence after me. 6 letters which receives dagesh or a dot in their bosom is Beth, Gimel, Dalet, Kaf, Pe, and Tau. If you are not able to memorize this 6 letter, just remember one word, that is Begat Kefat. Be means Beth, G means Gimel, D means Dalet, K means Kaf, P means Pe, and T means Tau. These are the 6 letter Hebrew letter, both regular and final forms, which extend either above or below the line of writing. These are the 6 letter, sometimes go above the box or below the box. And the first is Kaf Sofit. Kaf Sofit, the line goes below the box. Then Lamed, line go above the box. Then Noon, again here the line goes below the box. Then Pe Sofit, here also line goes below the box. Sade Sofit, line goes below the box. And the consonant Kop, line goes below the box. How to remember this? I am going to give you just a clue. You know that there are 5 Sofit form, which are the Kaf, Mem, Noon, Pe, Sade. These are the 5 Sofit form. Only one alphabet which fit into the box is Mem, Mem Sofit. Mem Sofit is the only one alphabet which fits in the box. Other 4 goes below the box. And there are 2 consonant which goes, one Lamed goes above the box and Kop goes below the box. This is how you have to remember. And these are the confusing letter. Brother Nitin, can you unmute for some time? Okay. So from here, we'll start reading. There is lot of background noise is coming.
Once again, if there are 2 devices in one room, kindly switch off the other device. So keep only one device on the unmute condition.
Okay. So this is first alphabet. We are going to read is Tet. Tet and Mem Sofit. Say after me, Tet and Mem Sofit. These are the confusing alphabet. Then here it is Khet and He. Khet and He. Then Kaf and Beth.
Kaf and Beth.
These are the confusing alphabet. Kaf and Beth. Next line, Sade and Ain.
Sade and Ain.
Sade and Ain.
Sade and Ain.
Then Zain and this is Wow. Zain and Wow, they are also confusing alphabet.
Zain and Waw.
Then Noon and Gimel.
Noon and Gimel.
These are also confusing alphabet. Then Sade Sofit and Ain.
Sade Sofi and ayn.
Then Nun, Sofit, and Wow.
Nun, Sofit, and Waw.
They are also confusing alphabet. Then Resh and Dalit.
Resh and Dalit.
What is the differentiation between Resh and Dalit? If you see, Dalit is a right angle, but Resh, there is curve at the upper side. There is curve. Then next is Sin and Shin. Then Samek and Mem Sofit.
Samek and Mem Sofit.
Samek is having the round portion, but Mem Sofit is having a right angle at the bottom. Then Kap Sofit and Dalit. Kap Sofit and Dalit. Now, as you have learned all the alphabets, start practicing all the alphabets. Write down all the 22 alphabets 5 times. Write in box and see the differentiation between these alphabets. That is also given in your workbook. It's also given in your workbook. So once again, we'll try to listen this song, alphabets song.
Aleph, Beten, Gimel, Dalet, He, and Vav, and Zayin. Cheten, Teten, Yoden, Kaf, and Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ayin, Pe, and Tzaddik, Kuf, and Resh, and Sin, and Shin, and Tav, Havenu, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Alechem. Aleph, Beten, Gimel, Dalet, He, and Vav, and Zayin. Cheten, Teten, Yoden, Kaf, and Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ayin, Pe, and Tzaddik, Kuf, and Resh, and Sin, and Shin, and Tav, Havenu, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Alechem.
Anyone want to sing this song? If you are learned, we are already running out of time. So, anyone want to sing? You can sing. Anyone who has learned this song? So again, this exercise number 1 is due on next Monday. Brother Nitin, can you mute all? So this exercise number 1 is due on next Monday. What you have to do, you have to solve this exercise along with that boxes. In the boxes, you have to write the alphabets with their final form. And after finishing your exercise, you have to make PDF file, or you can simply take the snaps from this from your mobile device, and you can send me. Don't send on group. Don't send it on group. Send personally to me. I will check it. If there is correction, I will tell you what to do. And next class, I will show you the answer key, which is the correct answer key that I will show you. But your homework or this assignment number 1 is due on next Monday. So this letters you have to distinguish properly, and you have to copy these letters carefully in the spaces provided below. And you have to write this. Okay, last question is J. Circle one letter in each group that has major differences with the remaining. You have to circle one letter. Now there are 4 letters, that is Kaf, Mem, Noon, and Ta. There are 4 letters. So which letter you will circle? You have to think on it. And just give me 1 minute. Chat. Yeah, no problem. Even though if you email to me, no problem. No problem. My email ID I will put on a group, rahulj777@gmail.com. It is very easy. You can mail also, no problem. You have to circle one letter. For example, one answer I will tell you. There may be 2 or 3 reasons why I am circling. Now, in the first, I will circle Tau because Kaf has final form, Sofit. Mem has final form. Noon has final form. So I will circle Tau because Tau does not have final form. So difference I will write Kaf, Mem, Noon have Sofit form or final form, whereas Tau does not have final form. So at least one difference you have to write. There are, if you properly observe, you will find 2 or 3 differences. So these are the 5 questions. I will not tell now answer, because if I'll tell, then you will not think. Okay, so all these 3 questions you have to solve, because almost all the answers I have told you about the Begat Kefat letter, which letter goes above the box, below the box, all these I have shown the slide also. So it is time to finish now. Just I'm giving you only one clue. Remember that the smallest alphabet is Yod, and after that Wow, and this Nun Sofit goes below the line, below the line. Then this Gimel, it looks like very similar. Therefore, watch for differences. Watch for differences. Yod, Wow, Nun Sofit, Gimel. All these letters, even Zain, these letters are confusing letters. So watch for that. Yod is a very smallest alphabet. Then Wow, it fits the box. Whereas Nun Sofit go below the box. Gimel, it is at the corner, one corner. And Zain, it is also at the one corner. But there is slanted line. So watch for these differences. As for me, I have finished. If anyone is having any doubt, they can ask. Otherwise, we'll finish. Anyone is having any query or doubts regarding exercise number 1 or what I have taught? If you are having any doubt, you can ask me. Whether you can unmute.
Hello.
Yes, brother.
Rahul sir, can you please show how to write Sade once again?
Yeah, sure, brother. Sure. Just give me 1 minute. I'm sharing a screen. Okay. So how to write Sade? Can you see the whiteboard?
Yeah.
Okay. How to write sade? See, you have to start from. There is a background voice. It is too disturbing. So to start with sade, you have to start from upper left corner, left corner, and from there and give one ledge or upper right corner. Do that ledge to upper right corner. Any other query?
Brother, there are two letters.
Yeah. Which?
One is Kaf Sofit, another is Dalit.
Another is?
Dalit.
Yeah.
In the boxes, we can easily identify them, but without the boxes, is there any particular way to identify them or write them separately?
I will write without the box. Now this is Dalet and Kaf Sofit. For Kaf Sofit, line goes little longer. It is length of Dalet. If you see the consonant Dalet is less, but Kaf Sofit it is greater than Dalet. So that is how to identify.
Okay, brother. Thank you.
So this is Kaf Sofit. It goes below the box. Any other doubt or query?
Sir, noon and kaf.
Noon and
Kaf.
Kaf. Okay. This is noon.
Thank you.
And Kaf consonant you are talking?
Yes.
Okay. So consonant. So this is curvy. There is curve. Noon. Sorry, noon consonant you are stealing, no?
Consonant.
Remember the difference between noon and bet also. Noon and bet.
Bet.
I request all of you, as you are solving this exercise number 1, if your exercise is finished, suppose on Tuesday or Thursday, so please read the next chapter, vowel and come. Second chapter is vowel. So in workbook, you read the vowel. It will be very good for you and for me also, so that you will catch very fast. So you one or two times you read vowel, the chapter vowel. And if you're not read chapter 1, that is consonant, you read it again. Today, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you read the chapter and then solve the exercise. Remember that we are doing this, as I have said, that Bible is an open book. After reading, after taking the 5 chapters, that is on accent. Accent is a 5th chapter. After finishing the accent, you will be able to read the Hebrew scriptures loud. That is our main aim. Must handle the scriptures in its original form. So these 5 chapters you will see in entire grammar repeating again and again. If you will go to the 7th chapter, you will see the basic thing repeating again and again. So do the basic thing very clearly. So read it again and again. Okay, if there is no query, I request I hand over to Brother Nitin.
Thank you,
closing-
brother
yeah.
Rahul. If anybody still wants to have any questions asked, please they can raise.
Even though if query comes anytime while solving or while reading, you can WhatsApp me or you can call me at any time. I'm here to answer. Thank you.
Yes, so kind of you, our teacher Rahul Pawar is so open for our queries, and he asks us to call anytime. So thank you very much, Rahul, for all your efforts for us to learn all this course. I thank each and everyone who have come today, and might have been difficult for those to keep mum till the end. But let me know how was the experience today, so we can improve upon how the classes are conducted. Secondly,
Can
there
you
are
take
some
brother feedback if anyone
yeah.
want to give feedback?
Yes,
Whether we want
whatever
mute
the
or-
feedback you have, you can directly post onto our personal WhatsApp number, or on the group. If you want to have, you can post it. There is some other request from one of the students or some of the students about the timing of this course. Monday we have fixed because brother Rahul has spare time on Mondays. Other days he is occupied with the other classes, and only if you have any difficulties or inconvenience in joining at 6:30, if you want some other time, please let us know what time will be convenient for you. On the group itself, if you can put it, then we will see at the majority, and we will fix up the time. Otherwise, till then, we will continue at 6:30. And what about your experience? Whatever you have felt about these classes, any feedback, any ways you want this to be improved, you can also post that to us in the WhatsApp group or our group or personally. Thank you very much again for joining. Shall I request Brother Ajay Sati to say a closing prayer, please?
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, brother Rahul, and I would like to thank brother Nitin for supporting us this evening. Say a small prayer on the Lord for giving us this wonderful opportunity here. To learn the word. Together this evening, in spite of all difficulties we go through, work schedules, the timing to get here. Thank you. We bless Brother Rahul and Brother Nitin and each participant here this evening. Have taken our time to come learn the word of God. I ask this little prayer in the most precious name of Jesus Christ.
Amen, amen. Thank you very much, Brother Ajay Sati. And we will meet again Monday, 6:30. Thank you very much for joining. Goodbye and have a very good and nice weekend.
Naila to
Thank you.
Thank you.
Naila to Amen Salakulak.
Naila. Toda.
Hitra Oath. Goodbye.
Goodbye.